Nobert Mao is quite something. Those ones who don't know Nobert Mao, I'm about to tell you how a successful opposition figurehead turned into the ruling party just to be made a minister of state, not even a full cabinet minister, for constitution and justice affairs. This is Taremwa Constantine, and this is my YouTube channel. Subscribe and like and also comment on the things we share. I like you, my 8 subscribers. You do a wonderful job. Keep sharing in the groups, keep telling people as we talk about Uganda and its fragile politics, its fragile, anxious, hateful politics. But mind you, this is a space for only dialogue. We are not angry, we are not abusing anyone, we are not against anyone, we are not funded by anyone. We are just discussing as Ugandans, listening to each other and making sure that our country remains peaceful, our country goes on peaceful, and people live together. All tribes, all people, all genders, all sexes, we are okay. So we dive into it. We look at the history and the persona of Nobert Mao. Nobert Mao is one of the legitimate, brightest Ugandans we have in Uganda. This man is a graduate of law. This man excelled, and at that he was good at co-curricular activities, especially in politics. He became the guild president when the state had sponsored, those of you who know your history, the late Nobert Mayombo. He won them flat down. After that, Mao went to become an MP in the 6th Parliament. Very good on the floor. The guy discusses reasons that were opposing the current regime, but in a way that they were attractive, that were welcomed by the people who were not supporting. You see, his level of politics down there have been shown as this man who has class, this man who will disagree with you but doesn't have to abuse you. Okay, unless the recent Mao, where he was abusing the Lord Mayor, that he had a head that looked like a fish's head. But that was the dejected Mao. But the real young Mao was sharp, bright, witty, and very good at speeches and dialogue. Talk shows, we remember him on the Capital Gang. He was on the Capital Gang for a long time. He became LOC5, and people hailed him for his efforts in the peace talks that happened between the Ugandan government and the Lord's Resistance Army of Kony, who killed a lot of people. So recently he became bitter and started to abuse guys of NUP. So you know NUP. NUP is another opposition party, which is now the leading opposition party called National Unity Platform. He was abusing them, accusing them of going to State House, meeting His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and getting money. The same money they would use during the day, and they masquerade as opposition leaders. People talked about it. Some believed his claims, and others refused them. Me, I tell you what happened. So right now we are looking at a man who has gone to State House in Entebbe on Wednesday morning, 20th of July, signed an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, with His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of Uganda, who has been the President of Uganda since 1986, when some of you were not even yet born. And he had a lawyer and his General Secretary, Siranda. And the same happened with NRM. General Secretary Twadong was there, and the lawyer. They signed to work together. And one of the things that surprised me, for a man who has his brains and a man who's this bright, he said the reason he has joined hands with NRM is to actually make sure they mobilize you Ugandan patriots out there to help in the transition of power. Lord. Look, you can imagine, he thinks he can better mobilize members of DP who have not been in DP better if he joins NRM. This is an equivalent of me if I tell you now that the best way to make my children study well in class is by me paying school fees of my neighbor's children. But anyway, that one was some of the things that disappointed of all the reasons you could have given me. That was not supposed to be a reason. So when you remember Mutaganda, those ones who know your history, for her she said why she joined NRM was because she couldn't get enough money to pay for her bills in DP. She was honest. I'm not saying Mao was not honest, but I'm just saying it looks suspicious. And the president, you know him, he mocked him. He's like, well, DP has never been a party without me. So since now they are with me, I know they're going to be more serious and grow on a faster rate. So like Zuckerberg telling TikTok that he bought them so that he can make TikTok better. That's not possible. So what do we take out of this? There are some few things. For the NRM, it gives you confidence to know that maybe your party is still attractive. You know, if people are joining you, maybe you're being attractive. When you look at DP, I'm sorry to say this, but I think RIP is quite premature, but you're really close to the end days. Now you'll be read in history as one of the oldest parties, which was green, and because of the drought, the leaves turned yellow. That's going to be bad. For the Noop guys, National Unity Platform, they're rejoicing because they said, no, this guy is the masquerader. This guy is on being bribed by NRM. Maybe they are right, maybe they are wrong, but they have come out with a win in all this. For FDC, they'll be sitting there on the fence and like, okay, we see what you're doing. For us, we are still here. Mwatusanga mu opposition, ife abatandika opposition, mukole bye mukola, but for us, we know where we're going. All those things, it depends on the perspective you're on, it depends on what you're thinking, but what you should know as a lesson to learn from Ugandan politics is never say never and never trust anyone. Because esawa yonna omunabyafuzi wa Uganda akyuka. A politician in Uganda is so volatile. It's like a skin of a chameleon. This time they are green, next time they are yellow, next time they will be blue, next time they will be red, and maybe purple. Comment, give us feedback. We love you. Keep peace, keep harmony, keep unity. Educate yourself about politics. And you know Uganda is one. Taremwa Constantine. I'll be sending you these things. We talk with each other. Share in your groups. Share on your platforms. Talk to you next time.